Berettas to play in the hands of Heavy God. Got a smoke to block as well. HE in a flash for good measure. It's going to be in the hands of Hunter as Sampaius jumps, plays for info, and spots one. So relays that, but how much really is it to base this round off of, as it's a slow spread from Vitality. Now they're grouping for Banana. Just Malbs here.
Yeah, he's going to be jiggling out. Is Apex going to throw that HE? Are they just going to go dry on these jiggles? Oh, boost. That's enough for Malbs. He knows 2 minimum, and he's even got himself the dual Berettas for that multi-kill. Holding onto his block smoke. Rotation's on its way. Oh, quick reactions here. Hunter and Mattis going to scamper over. There's the block smoke, well timed. This game of chess now. Looks like they're committing. Yeah, it looks like they want to. They're acting like they're going to commit through.
Never mind.
And they will. Back his turn. Pushing into the smoke is ZywOo. Gets away from the dual Berettas now. Mattis with nothing. Absolutely nothing from the B defense. And a third found by ZywOo. Just wraps into Hunter.
Well, we split the pistols on map number 1. Can't he pick up the first here? Not a bad shot there from Heavy God, but I feel like you can't really give this one too much of a look in right now. Kevlar and Julies would be pretty tasty morsel going into the next, but hanging around, him and Sampaius are giving a go.
Oh, can react in time. Apex has removed that package of Kevlar and dual Berettas. Flamesy comes around the corner, unleashing hell. All right, Vitality take pistol.
It's just such an interesting move on that retake because they are going to force buy. So Heavy God, if he holds on to his Kev, I don't think he took any damage there until he went down, gets the cheaper upgrade into head armor, or could go the Famous route.
And he got that kill into Rops, had an extra 300 bucks.
Yeah, so interesting to see them go for this and lose everything, knowing that you are likely to force buy into the next round of play. He does get himself an MP9 with Kev. Smattering of smokes to block. Installing them at half wall appears to be the plan early. I don't think you can finish B if you're Vitality. Right? You don't have the util to clear out Sandbag or Car right now, so you are just going to have to pop into A. 3 through Carpet.
Oh, did Apex get his lineup in time? Looks like he did. There's the second flash. Apex! Yeesh! That was close. There's his second flash. That was all a bait and the switch. Works out wonderfully, breaking through the brackets.
All right, well, it'll be the save from G2. So Vitality 2-0 up, and then we'll have to deal with these again into the next round.
Haven't seen anyone use the new window. You know, like...
I saw it maybe when it first got introduced, and I definitely saw some of these content creators showing lineups.
I've seen the lineups, I just haven't seen them utilized at the highest level.
Given this, oh, all right. Well, you're not holding on to that, are you, Hunter? You would have loved to have at least carried 3 through, so a few more threats, but this is the B defenders, isolated on their side, and looking to be run down. This is a diligent hunt.
Oh, this is mean. No, he's going to take it all. Flamesy just running at them.
Oh. Okay, the fact you can't even hold on to anything there, there's no respect being given right now by Vitality, so this will be easy.
Yeah, and the reason Apex is screaming as loud as he is because he wants G2 to hear it at the other end of the hall.
So you're going to have to limit your investments now, G2. Smoking a P250.
Smoking a pancake.
Half wall block smoke again. I think they're going to have to try and collapse middle. Yeah, congregating now. Long and short. Want to pinch into this on the timing. Might catch Flames, but he'll get all the info.
Yeah, I mean, he is kind of playing the scout role right now. With that MAC-10, extra nimble. They're not worried about giving it away to a CT if he does overextend. Oh, they might be timing this well. Flamesy just evacuated, got caught out, and a headshot hit by the USP. Goes down to Hunter. 1-2 punch. Rops, nice off angle, hoping to catch the retrieval mission. Hunter confirms his location, and now Sampaius is going to try and run at this AK. They want to try and remove it. 3 different targets. Rops dancing with them.
he can just keep backing off and they can pick up the bomb, and while they're trying to hunt Rops, they can get into the site and plant. So job done from Rops.
Yeah, he's just going to hold here. Ready for that fight on their staircase, a little headshot angle, hoping they overextend it. And ooh, another headshot's been hit, so they will win out. They'll get that AK as a minor consolation prize.
Well, Zywa's the one that's hanging around, and that's the other AK.
Okay.
So does he give this over, or does he wipe the board? Immediately closing the net is Apex, pushing into CT. Hunter wanting to find a safe haven, and well, down Banana Lake, calling that clear will be Mezzy. So do they hunt again? And is it as aggressive?
Well, now you know that Heavy God didn't have it. Oh, and he found Hunter. Looks like they might take it all away if Apex could hit just one bullet, and he surely will before time.
No, take it, guys. I don't want it.
I don't want it.
I'm sorry. You can have it back. Just let me live.
I'm sorry I stole your Charizard, okay?
Oh. All right, well, they do get the job done again. Now the guns come out for G2. So what's the stance? Who's going to be the third man helping set this up as the odds blown out in Vitality's favor? Who would have thunk it? Will it be Hunter to set up Madison Malbs, or will Sampayas take the AWP over there? No. Ooh. Okay, so Hunter's throwing the deep banana smoke, and they're just going to start 2B. So, oh, not live. Not live, not live. PC crash, all right. Mixed signals right now. Yeah, because Hunter says restore. There you go. All sorted.
One of the Counter-Strikes of all time.
Yeah, people remember it.
Yeah.
Maybe not fondly.
No, but I mean, it's good to be remembered.
Yeah. Did have some moments. Some very good Counter-Strike players came from Source.
Some of my favorite frag movies are from Source.
Yeah, they did a lot of editing in Source.
Yeah, but
some could say too much.
I'm a sucker for an over-edit. You sync it up with some screamy music, and I'm in.
If people think running and gunning is bad now, go give that game a try.
Yeah, you're already like killing the B players. Bunny hopped all the way down mid. 10 seconds into the round.
Okay, same opener. Nothing different. Problem sorted, and away we go.
Ooh, opening kill. Plainsie's been brought down. An early banana control seized by Vitality, so they have some territory. Does that retake util? I think so, yeah. Molly and Smoke. What's your reaction to this? You can edge the smoke. Apex does so. Mezzy has a safe haven. Not flushed into the line of fire, but Malbs wants to clear it. He's ready to swing on out. Perfect timing! Double kill! Beautiful from Mattis and Malbs. Mission accomplished. Vitality sent back to spawn, just Robs, the last piece to be knocked over.
And he was trying to kick him a fast right. He was in the mouth of middle. He was throwing a grenade over towards long. He's attempting to keep the rotator in place so they can get a man advantage fight on B. But the fight came to them. And Sampayas, he's going to be copping a lot of heat. Some of these games, some of these shots that he misses, they feel inexcusable for an AWPer. But here he finds the opener, and they're able to get their first rifle round. So they'll take that. So we will just be on board with Romps for this 40-second save.
I think we can all learn a lesson from Mattis as well, not only with the flash placement, perfect to set up Malbs, but the fact that he's actually coming for the second fight. You know, he's there to back him up for the trade. Too often you see that person throw the flash and then what? Just hanging around in ruins. What are you doing? Give me a hand.
Yeah, they definitely cleaned house there, and I thought it was going to be a difficult task, but yeah, you soften up, you find that opener. There's on display, right? In that round, they are essentially giving Vitality banana control. They're stalling out half wall so they can't just be completely bludgeoned to death with pace. Vitality, they throw mouth and sandbag. Those are your two biggest threats. They respond with half wall util, make it jarring for you, and then they've got you boxed in, and they're good enough to hit the shots. So the thought process from both teams on display in that one. But because of how well Vitality operated in the first 3 rounds of play, they have no issue with another buy. So everybody strapped again, and not even going to bring out an AWP to try and contain some of these cheeky peeks of Sampayas. Where does he move this time? Good spawn for B. Do they extinguish the car molly so Sampayas can go for a fight, or... No, never mind. He's out of there.
I think he's just going to drop his whole nade belt as he goes forward. Hoping to catch another opening. simultaneously just fighting for space. Sampayas tries to stick around. The flash and the nade, a little too much to handle. Malbs, though, he wants the duel. He welcomes it, and he just swings off the flashback. Another opportunity for two. Zywoo's done very well. Denies that. A good flashbang and a good timing on his swing.
So you've essentially won out banana control as well as bracket. Right? You had information, you knew that the CTs didn't have it, and what is the timer? Do they sweep back in to take this back? The rotation point of Sampayas now over towards long, could group up, and they can clear top mid. That smoke has faded. He's going to go on his own.
Valuable intel. 25-second mark for the Vitality finish. Yeah, I'm going to fall foul. Nice find. Sampayas gives him the advantage.
Wrap smokes are up, but it's tough getting past this orb.
Yeah, you're going to double swing? Zywoo's going to have to hit the shot. Sampayas pulls the trigger first. Beautiful. He knows where two of them are. Saw them retreating into the site, and a third now reveals himself. Heavy got in the pit side. There's nothing for Vitality here, and Rops realizes that. Just going to have Reside himself to a quick save. Okay,
well, that again from Rops is back rounds now for G2. They are breaking into this, and another good round from Sampayas.
That's what you want to see.
Yeah, I think it's tough when you're Sampayas in that situation, because if there is any pressure towards B and you're posted up on mid, you don't want to be the guy rotating, but you're the closest guy to rotate. So it's fortunate the fights came his way. Now the money does become a bit more of a question. So Rops holds on to that. Zywoo's been able to buy in again. Apex down to a Tech 9. Flames, he could go Galil. Bring out some nades into this one.
Oof, it's a bit light on, isn't it?
Has gone the Galil. Okay, so this means they're either just going to sit back and wait out all of the opening util, or you see them react a little bit quicker to what comes their way. Can B start again.
Goes Zywoo, look at him go! Runs up into Malbs.
Screaming for the trade.
Yeah, nothing there immediately, but Mezzy does manage to claw one back. How's the half wall? Finds lethality, so does the nade.
And Apex is low.
Yeah, he is ringing at 13 HP. Oh, Sampayas in transition. Yeah, not ready for that is Rops. Another impactful one.
If you're Rops, you feel like you have to do something in this round. You just saved the last two.
Yeah.
And felt like you had absolutely nothing you could contribute. And this one, you try and make a move and get caught. Another tough round for Vitality. So very well handled again. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Brilliant.
The nade on
Same
display.
Position. Yeah, 2 nade kills.
All right, well, Mezzy, is it your turn to hold on to the AK? Go on mid, you got Heavy God in the window. You go B, you've got 3 lying in wait. That looks like they'll hold on to one again. Okay. At least it's not Rops this time.
Yeah, someone else could have 0 bugs.
Oh, maybe not. Now that he's been identified, they want to try and hunt this down. 27 seconds left. Starting to move down. Banana is Mattis now. We'll be hearing this. Should just tuck in and close it down, as I think you're trying to posture a bit if you're Mezzy in this situation to make sure they aren't too close, but he's going to run you down. Worst case, after time for Mezzy, and Heavy God will make sure that's not the case. So nothing saved. 3 straight rounds, and all very comfortable. Just 1 casualty in each of these 3 that have been posted. So shoe on the other foot with the financial department. A good amount of cash right now for G2 flowing forward, and it will have to be Vitality humbled down to just a light buy. So committed to that point where they essentially just between the legs. Between all the flames, has to stay and fight. Speaking of flames, comps that one and then Mal throwing one late. It's that one right there, right? If Rops is able to work, he can get a bit of a gap. A conversation could be had, but no. Right, flash pop middle.
Oh, like this. We can do it. Just take the fight. Takes 3. Hunter, that is a beautiful. The only player not equipped with an AK goes Aggie. And that's not including the AWP, of course. Sampayas ready for that. Sweet Jesus. Rops has nailed the Deagle headshot, but 2 sitting ducks. And Mattis in a position to pluck.
Okay.
Perfect.
Well, they can't apps pop if you take the fight to them, can you? So some heads-up play there from Hunter.
Yeah, he didn't expect anyone to be holding from the mid side, so exploits that. And Furrowed brow from Apex, as it does look like Xtaz is going to call that timeout.
I feel that within this timeout, I would say let's try and exploit the AWP on A. Let's put a lot of pressure on Sampaius.
Right.
And let's not tussle with Banana first. Let's just keep them busy. Maybe throw out the car molly if they're not doing the half-wall smoke. Now, at some point, you will have to pressure for Banana, but we also haven't seen Mattis and Malbs just go all in. So right now, you could get a change from both teams. And having a look at the spawns, well, Hunter's got the best Banana spawn right now. I don't know if it'll make too much of a difference if they do want to get stuck in, and they don't have an AWP on the T side again. So Sampaius can be a nuisance. Well, we saw him relatively aggressive for that first opening pick, but ever since it's been a bit more standard. And if you can take full Banana control.
Yeah, I'm curious if Hunter's going to be using his early spawn, quick extinguish for the half-wall swing. They're going to fight for this, yeah. Swinging on in. And a beautiful find. Zywoo's gone. Now Sampaius can tuck in. You've got yourself an opening kill. Early advantage.
It's coming too easy to G2 right now, isn't it? Right, these exchanges, that just looks beautiful. You see how premeditated it was. They used their timeout against them. So whatever you had in mind no longer is that.
Oh, lovely angle. You can see how easy that worked out for them. It's not quite tucked into the corner. Catches them preparing to clear. There is a bit of a standoff between Robs and Heavy God pit side, but Malbs is going to have a 1v1 hit that he has had no issues. Hitting the headshot. Beautiful work on the AK-47.
Yeah, looking crispy.
Yeah, very good.
I think they're going to be kicking themselves a little bit that they didn't snatch away Mirage with how close that was. But this one is a little bit more standard, right? You're seeing teams with full buys. It's not just the back and forth forced by wars throughout, and now it's just Robs. Again, this is another round where the opening pick comes in so early, then a few more bodies fall when he's meant to be on the other side of the map, keeping players busy, but everyone else is dead. How are you meant to connect with them?
That's a beautiful first and a little composed tap. Puts Hunter low. Bleeding out. Smoke going to be trying to isolate this duel as he can walk up on Hunter. Hoping he oversteps, looking to find that just deep enough angle on the jiggle, doesn't react in time. Masks his reposition. That's nice from Robs. He's making this look a little bit more competitive.
15 seconds, bombs down T-stairs. There's absolutely no way in the world.
I still like watching him play. That was enjoyable. But he is once again, at least it's a bit more active for him. You know, he has probably had very little action throughout this.
Not just sitting back with the save, he's actually trying to do a bit of damage. But again, you're going to have to break through at least 2 more consecutive buys out of G2. So 5-3, CT side lead. This is looking good.
It is.
You said you wanted to see Anubis.
G2 do too.
So max loss bonus. Robs with those kills, you could just take a partial behind the AK. Robs doesn't have to invest, and then next round with the 3,400 coming in again, he could get a full buy. So Xtaz took the time out, and immediately they lose the opening kill of Zywoo.
Yeah, Hunter taking his spawn and putting it to great use. Wow, Malbs is very confident, isn't he, today? It's what you want to be seeing if you're a G2 fan.
This is probably more of the pace that you're hoping for Vitality to ice them out. And I think your biggest issue right now is because G2 are feeling it, they're flowing with the game, they're going to make a couple more of these audacious moves. But if you just let them simmer, let them use their block utility, their mollies, their HEs, their smokes, find no avail, don't get a kill, don't get any damage, you might be able to find the timing where you can capitalize on top of this. So what was a very clean start for Vitality? They were hungry in the hunts, they were wiping the boards, taking everything away to remove the threats. It's been 5 straight from G2, and it's been a dominant 5. Is that late play? Much too late.
Oh yeah, Malbs has revealed himself and now tucked on the sandbags. Tech9's up close. Too much to handle. Mattis just needs to find himself that multi-kill spray down. Very little in the way of support. Catches the first. Mezzi removed. Now the trade attempt. There's Mattis. Doesn't matter if he's blind. Sampaius is perfect. Flash denies. A bit late on the incendiary, so bomb does get planted, and a well-placed Molotov buys a little bit of time.
Apex has another smoke. Does he drop that CT? No.
Ruins. Tries to get it deep enough he can play around it with just a P250. That was their plan, and now they're going to have to find a different, channeled in through CT. Robs with the AK primed and ready. Little crossfire with the dark player. Oh, not expecting the nade break. They start to accelerate. Need a one tap, nails it, good precision from Robs, hard to find, still not dead. Somehow Robs is alive in the time, it's got too thin, they get the kills. They get the defuse just in time. Mathis pulls it off. G2, I mean, that is an impressive retake. Mathis with a quad kill in the round.
A little bit cumbersome. There was a team flash that came into the play while they were trying to scale up there, but I think with how this started, the timing, see the first flash, it catches Malbs. The second one is too deep. So Mathis wasn't ready, and he makes up for it in a big way. It is clear right here. Apex is going to be kicking himself. And very well handled. Just stay cool, calm, and collected in that one to make it 6 straight. And that's felt like the most threatening in this last patch.
Yeah, there's the round recap just to testify to what you're saying about this run from G2. 6 on the trot.
It's unusual to see Vitality not getting anything in these gun rounds, right? This is just a nest egg of pistol win, dealing with the force, and then a full eco. Look at this.
Getting really cheeky with it. Nice angle from Robs. He even dips away. Hasn't confirmed that Mathis swarms. Oh, it's a wide swing. Beautiful. Robs, in combination now with Flames, have finally managed to give Vitality a leg up in the gun round.
All right, nameplate Counter-Strike. You know that Mabs is the B-holder. You know Sampaius is still in the mix with the AWP. Right now you have this 5v2, you group up, you look for the finish, and well, I don't think Mabs is going to be able to hold on to all that, unfortunately. He will be using it to block the door.
He's probably feeling pretty comfortable on B, isn't he, with all these nades? Molly number 2, please.
Surely Vitality, this is not the type of round you would see Vitality overcook.
Why does it feel like it might?
Well, clock at 34. More Utah where that came from.
Swings behind the Flames. Ooh, Mezzi caught out. Should be seeing that committed to the AWP, and now you know where he is. You're jumping on out, making it hard for him. Oh, a shot flips Flamesy, but that's the A site open for Vitality. And that is a break to the G2 run. Took their 7th time of asking, but Vitality getting another round on the board.
And so I always picked up the AWP. Let's see if he carries it through into the next. It's not going to be any difficulties getting that out for G2. Sampaius has 13k right now, and he's about to get the 1400 of the loss bonus variety. I'm still going to hold on to that AK. Apex is giving it a little bit of a look.
Zywoo T-side Inferno AWP. I'm immediately wondering if he gets the best
Is
spawn.
it Summit style running up Banana? I think you want to try and contain some of these aggressive moves. The audacity there of them to go for that push, and Rops punishes massively, but you can see G2, knowing that they have this buffer of rounds to work with, are really keeping up the ideas.
Yeah.
Now you wonder, is that the thread that gets pulled where it starts to unravel and we find ourselves at a 6-6 half?
I mean, it worked out for Hunter against the Tech Nines, and this time it was a full team effort. But Rob's perfect position for that aggression. And that second one, like, oh, just textbook.
You wonder if he's going wide for somebody on the angle or if he thinks that Madison slipped past. Either way, hard to track. It looks beautiful. So fight came to them.
And it's going to come to them again, it looks like. The double nades, in fact, put Zywoo down early. Incredibly deep.
Okay. That one has not landed as expected. I don't think you're going to sweep through.
Pressure applied to the B side. And now pressure applied towards apartments.
Well, this is one of the more default rounds for G2. Can Sampaius find this opener? Not anymore. Rushed away by the molly. Gets control. Will be theirs in a moment of time.
Oh, he committed to that. Nearly loses his head. A dink connects to the helmet of Robs, evades the nade. Low HP. Maybe he's going to make a play. A little less risk averse. He'll pull the heavy god crosshair away. And it does look like it's going well for Hunter. Dips on in, finds Flamesy.
35 seconds. They essentially have to go A now.
And they will. Molly from Apex into sight. Could make things awkward if he gets it right. Not going to spread. Hunter's got vision. Heavy God's got the angle. It looks so good for G2. They're pathing, ready for the fight. Traded out. Important. And same from Sampires. Look at the health of these two. Ooh, nasty miss. Access to the site. Still, weird one for Hunter. He couldn't find him. He went under his crosshair. Had no idea. What is this? How is they not connected? The low HP. Somehow, some way, they're still alive. 4 HP on Robs. A single bullet. He's still spamming smokes. Lining up some util. It's not going to affect him. They double up on the short side. Time is ticking, boys. Not nailing the incendiary either. This would be a bit of a cheeky one from Vitality. And now ZywOo catches him in transition. No time, no hope. Unbelievable conversion of that round. Slipping under Hunter. A difference maker from Robs.
Yeah, the boys who lived right there. The fact that they've been able to snatch that one away with 24 points of health combined is insane. He takes that dink so early in the round, trying to spam from apartments into sight. ZywOo got brought down low earlier in the piece as well, and they're able to snatch that one away. That one is really going to leave a mark in the mental of G2 because this could have been a pretty juicy-looking CT half.
I don't know. Malbs just got robbed. I don't know. The tracking on the spray, how did not one bullet find him? That's just, yeah, just be like that sometimes.
Well, they saved one gun, and it's the AK. Able to get the buys thanks to the spree of rounds, but it's looking like Vitality want to bookmark this with 3 on either side. Catch that.
Making a proper half out of this. Whoa, Malbs, dangerous game being played. He's got just a scrap of health, but he makes it work. Nearly 2, gets the 3 of them. Sprays them on down, braves the flames, takes almost his entire damage from the flame, and still sprays down the entirety of Vitality. What a great series Malbs is having. He's playing without fear. Sampires removing Robs and puts it all onto just flames. What is this? All right, Malbs.
To set him up, but here we go. We split the pistols again.
Okay, logs for Malbs. Nade's not going his way. Does connect onto Hunter. Head-to-head with Malbs for ZywOo. Who's going to win this one? Hunter in combination. Just that double goose through the wooden board, and that's the end of ZywOo.
They can just saunter into a BXQ right now. Smoke of CT with the coffins. Flash for good measure. Flamesy searching.
Ooh, okay. Anti-flash, too many bodies, way too much for them to handle. Surely overwhelmed now. It doesn't have their health. Already a bullet found its way onto Apex's face. Access to the site, spreading their wings. I nearly did a Chad
You're
Burchill.
to me, yeah. It's stretching their legs.
Stretching their legs.
Yeah.
Or spreading their wings.
That's it. It can't be
There's no other
an
way.
amalgamation of the both.
No, you shouldn't do that.
You can stretch your wings.
You could.
You're allowed to stretch your wings. We
Yeah.
see birds do it all the time.
That's true.
But the other one,
Birds do that too.
we'll leave that up to the hog handler.
So cool to see such a, diverse.
I don't know. It's
Group
so
of people.
strange that we have farmers watching. Look,
I know,
at
right?
It's
Middle of the day, I guess you can kind of, just have it
Have it
on,
on the
like,
side,
have it
yeah.
on the side in your combine harvester.
why not? Well, these two will be holding on to the Kevlar. That isn't what we saw out of, I think it was Heavy God and Sapias on the first pistol. So Vitality will be fighting back in with the force. But G2, right, gun rounds, first half, they look great. I love the ideas, some really good individual moments, everything flowing. And G2 is a team that, since they put this roster together, have always had a style of Counter-Strike I've held in high regard. I think Soar's done a good job with this project. It's just we haven't seen them consistently making playoffs, and that's what needs to change. So after the first 6 months, you've been able to bet in the team. Now it's about finding the same heights as Krakow. Look at that. Mezzy and Robs both have Famises. I'm sure Heavy God and Sapias can learn a thing or two from that. Let's see how this one goes. Can they find good output?
The power of saving Kevlar. Narrow miss. Scout noted.
Yeah, concern is B.
Massive concern when you look at how it's being defended currently. A jiggle smoke defense from one man. give him a couple more chances, he will hit one of those.
Heavy God's waiting for this on the timing.
Oh, the MP7 instantaneous deletion, just shredding heads.
Okay, forget about those Famouses. They did absolutely nothing.
Deadly squat.
5v3 should be able to pop this one in now. Still split on the defense, but yeah, now I think this confirms that Flamesy giving up the B site. We'll gamble over towards A. Oh,
Oops.
well, no harm, no foul, we say in the business. It's going to be all good in the hood. G2 set for 9.
Okay, maybe we do get to see Anubis after all.
I think 7-5 CT half is great. So it will be a lot of heavy lifting for Vitality to get back into this. Just glad to go over, taking a look at the Falcons versus 3D match result. You guys can go and check that out yourself if you'd like. Their second map right now. And then to round out the day, there's Furia versus Fate and the Mongols versus Pain. The latter being on the secondary stream, Furia Bait with us, and there'll be Sizzy, another new 16-year-old Ukrainian AWPer, on debut for Bait. Let's see if it makes a difference as opposed to Segikawa.
Yeah, and new Pain as well. I say new Pain, I mean, I haven't necessarily got the chance to see them with VSM and Perea Jr. Perea Jr.
Yeah, full Brazilian now. All right, well, good round, well handled, deal with the aggression, get themselves up to 9. Heavy God must dislike the Famous that much because he kept the MP7. So all the power to him.
He's an SMG believer.
Yeah, and it's fair enough. I get it. His MP7's been buffed. I was watching a lot of these VODs of even Donks using it a heap in the pub. So I say a heap.
I mean, I saw an experiment. Someone was showing the range for the double headshot kill in comparison with the MP9. And the MP7 is just like does it in 2 bullets. MP9 in 3.
Vitality had a fire starter of a USP Eco on Mirage. Can get one going right now with these saves. Zowie knows he needs to find some tags.
That's a well-placed nade. Mouths takes the brunt of the damage. And Zowie will not connect. I think he's just overcorrected there on the flick.
Letting him in.
Yeah, you're hoping that you can catch him in some chaos here. Oh, Flamesy bangs the smoke off of some biases, Kevlar. It's not going to land what you want. Now weird fights around the smokes. Oh, nice spam from Apex. He actually does catch Hunter.
Surely that forces your hand into A right now.
It looks like they
there's
are
2 more
pivoting.
players on the site at a minimum.
Yeah, Zowie will be over there.
What do they call in the bluff? Rotation away from Apex, so just Flames on the site. He's coming back over. It's good util for the finish, but we don't know. G2 still have 50 seconds to make up their mind. And they're just parking the bus. They're not moving a muscle. Util being lobbed out to B. So with that flash at the ready, it's just going to be Robs tucked in back of the A site.
That feels like it's asking an awful lot of an unarmored Desert Eagle. No help.
Yeah, and rotations have just been cut off.
All right, Robs. You've done the impossible before. However, I do think that a leaping Heavy God MP7, he has to hit like a tracker jumping SMG. Oh, hits the first, but there's the trades. Job's done. Sight's theirs.
Sampire should be able to mob this one up now. Just Flames in, Apex up middle.
Bomb has been planted.
You catch him on a timing, or can they slip up short? Ah, there you go. Sampire's in the back of Flames, and now it's just Apex trying to track this one down, but great from Sampire's. 4 within the round, and it is 10-5, 5-round gap that Vitality have to close. It's one of the hardest things, I think, for Vitality from last season was going from winning Austin, going into the tournament break, and then coming out with the target on your back and everybody else hungry, and you not hitting 100%, right? And not delivering, you have a patch of tournaments and you're not getting the same results. Those frustrations start to breed. But I think that was a good learning experience. I'm interested to see how they're able to manage that. You win Krakow, now you come to Cluj. You want to continue to lift those trophies.
Yeah, and when asked in the interview about who the greatest enemy is, the one to fear for Vitality, Apex gave us a classic, and it's themselves.
Yeah, because you need to bring this level of intensity, right, to these matches. And a couple of gimmicks or a couple of big individual rounds from G2 Vitality are in hot water. We're seeing that right now.
Oh, it's on a silver platter. 4G2. Powerful position for a sniper. Trying to sell a fake with a full strafe out. Heavy God. He's going to be fed to the ZywOo AWP. Ooh, Messi caught off. Does well to adjust.
Trying to do a B split?
I think that it was their intention. You can see the two players with the bomb moving towards B. Flamesy's actually worried about that slip.
These block smokes work perfectly. They're boosted up. This is actually stalling out time, so they will be clearing CT, but Flamesy's still not on the site. Does he hedge back over? ZywOo and Flamesy connecting right now to make sure nobody's entrenched. Now that's called clear. He's got this incendiary to work with. 30 seconds. Does Mattis play first?
It appears he will. Oh, caught on the uncrouch. Robs bursts down the threat.
Flamesy play to deny. That's the next question.
Looks like he will. Knows time's against the T side here. Will Sampayas make a sound cue ahead of this? He starts to sweep through, and perfect shot. No need for the double zoom with precision like ZywOo.
Okay, can't even get the bomb down in time. Can Malbs to make it a conversation. So there you go, on the board, CT side. And a whole lot more where that came from. It's really threatening when you have a player do that circle jump that Heavy God just did, because if they're throwing that spillover smoke on the balcony and you're circle jumping out short with util, your A players think it's A. Right, that they were just doing that to find a little bit of space right there, and they drew it. It's just the AWP, bang, takes down Heavy, got removed. Messi gets one, and then they're stalled out. Mattis is disconnected from this. He plays first, but still, the only safe plan there, first oranges, but Sampayas going for something a little bit more standard as...
Ooh, taking a quick AWP line down middle. And a deeper block smoke. See how the battle for Banana goes. Malbs kind of had Vitality's number in that defensive half. And he's the one tasked with taking that space. Mattis, talk about taking space. They got full brackets. Up short already, poking their nose into ZywOo's AWP.
This is clearly a gap they think they can pressure early within these rounds. It's another 3-second mid start out the gate.
Oh dear, Flamesy punished. A tendency exploited. A perfect opening kill provided by Malbs. We were asking if how he was going to go. Big opening. Ooh, that Rops has managed to stabilize for Vitality. Messi with a crossfire. Perfect. Wraps the corner. Rops with a double kill. Missed shot on the sniper. Rops could go hunting, but so can Hunter. True to his nature, true to his name. Comes on out and apps and finds ZywOo. Ooh, and Malbs is tapping heads. Very, very sharp today.
Messi played through this.
Hunter on the other side.
And Apex pushing down Banana.
Ooh, audible.
Malbs has heard all that.
Feels like he's destined for a third, isn't he? Just as easy as that.
Do you rotate back to B now? He's so committed. I think you just finish A and fight him.
Oh, not if he's hitting shots like that. Messi with a perfect start to the 1 versus 3 clutch. 20 seconds, a time-sensitive mission, but bomb across. It should be mission accomplished now. Malbs has the elevation. Messi would have to hit another one of those. Oh, gets the info, knows what they both are. Oh, that's a lovely round from Malbs.
Confident shooting again, right? This guy, he's really delivering right now in the aim department. Just the leading players are on the screen. He's not backing down from the duels. That's what you need to see from a player who takes Malbs' roles and responsibilities, right? This is somebody who needs to be setting the tempo. You're a tone setter for your team. When you find this, just bopping over the wall, Flamesy looks silly. Nice move from Hunter once they establish that it is this mid regroup for the fight, and then Malbs just putting them in.
That's a really clean round. Add that one to the montage.
Well, this has gotten away from them now. Vitality, money in the mud.
Yeah, it's never good when you see yourself force buying in with a Mag 7. Those initial smokes have now faded. Who makes that first move? Malbs on logs.
This could be a big win for G2 and Inferno. They lost their last 3 in a row. One to Furia, one to Falcons. That was back at the Major. And then even in the start of 2026, losing it to Liquid.
Actually connected a little bit there on the jumping shotgun.
Yeah, need one of these miracle Vitality moments right now. Someone has to do something nuts.
They're really testing Malbs on these jump shots. Even if he did just hit it in the previous round. They're just open for a little overstep. Saiwu mismanages his position. Heavy God's ready to punish. Okay, that's the last of the smoke from Robs.
They're grouped up now in the mouth of mid for the finish.
Here it comes. Robs ready for a battle, loses out immediately, loses his head to Hunter. Great timing on the engagement, nearly had 3 on his screen.
And Mezzi segregated again, didn't play ahead of the smokes. Bomb will go down, 3v3.
Just respecting Sampai's Moto smoke. Replenished now by Heavy God. Maybe they find something over the top of it as it oscillates, but not looking too likely. Apex forced into a Apps flank with a shotgun. One hell of a shot. Heavy God catches the head of Mezzi, boosted up. They know there was someone else there.
Okay, well,
looking
right
good.
Now it is feeling like a die away back up this hill for Vitality. Anubis smelling like a certainty at this moment.
Our second glimpse at Vitality's Anubis. A Hail Mary from Apex out the window.
Just on that, it'll be their first Anubis on the new update. They haven't played it yet. They played it at Bounty, but that was still the old iteration against the Eyeballers and Falcons.
Right, I just saw on the graphic that one, and I guess that makes sense. That was last 3 months. So yeah, haven't seen Anubis from Vitality. Still don't really know how I feel about the whole. We'll get there. We'll talk about it.
Everyone's learning. Okay, well, Heavy God, he's bringing an SMG into what could be the final round right now. Is this going to be a pace change, knockout blow? It's on his own, his second middle. This is going to be straight up the gut. This is quick. Yeah, this is going to be fast.
All right. Yeah, just going. Knife out. Mantis fancies his chances. Saiwu playing around the smoke, hoping to be overlooked, trying to find a gap. Ooh, and there's a smoke break for the entry. Sampai's quick eye to the scope gets the entry perfect. Now Robs has got too much to handle. Bodies all over the site. Lots of opportunities for more. Looks good though. Flank is perfect. Distracted by the push of the smoke, and they'll at least claw one back.
Yeah, couldn't have lined up any better for Apex right there for the finish. Look, I like the audacity to call that type of a round. You know that they have a really poor buy on the other side. You're trying to catch them off with a set piece. That's a way where you can take the guessing out of it. It's like, okay, we're right here. We're on the door of closing this, and in quite a dominant fashion. The last time that Vitality lost Inferno this badly was back at Rivals last year against Furia. So you're thinking, okay, let's just get it done. And you squander that opportunity, but I still like the call.
Yeah, just because the round wasn't won doesn't mean it's a bad round or a bad call, rather.
It does incite a bit more chaos into the mix, which is what those lighter guns were able to capitalize on top of. But Kamal's going to away with it again. Yes!
He is so good today. So comfortable in these engagements. First blood drawn with the only AK in play for G2. Making moves.
Yeah, and quickly.
Yeah. Apex hearing the commitment. Saiwu going to be smoked off. Oh, good timing on that one from Apex. Just a burst from his M4. Slaughters them all. Despite Malbs' heroics in the opening.
All right, Heavy God. 1v4 situation, but this one is done and dusted. I think on that Dust 2 you referenced, was it that game versus Spirit as well, where he also won the 1v3 out mid to B? Is that a different team? Could have been against Mouse.
It could have been that same game.
It was either against Spirit or Mouse. I know he had a couple of big clutches in those series we were casting, but done like a dog's dinner in this one as 8th. You can see there the poise of Apex. He knows how good that flash was. 2 players in pool, takes his time. Not getting too stressed about it. So there you have it. Saiwu confirms it. It's just a 4-round gap. But it will be the guns now.
Yeah, I mean,
will
G2
it hold up?
won 6 in a row on their defensive side. It's kind of a similar bar set for Vitality.
I think the fortunate factor is the loss bonus is going to build up. So you're going to have a couple more gun rounds in this before we're done from G2's standpoint. I wonder if anyone's going to drop an AK for Malbs or if he will have to operate with this Khalil. Because there was a couple of players hovering around like 3.6 to 3.9. So it won't be the perfect buy. Sampai's is even going in with the Glul as well. And then there's an AK for Hunter. There it is, that flash is too good. You can see them doing the dance. Apex make sure that doesn't get out of control. But he's not getting the output he desires from some of these pieces. Flamesy, great final just a week ago. There's a bit of an off tournament. Rops has been having some impactful moments in this one. So we're still delivering, but here we go. Can they really go 4 more to take us to OT?
Apex really risking this? He is. Wow. Trusts that smoke with his life and manages to get a very early forward position. Abs control, flashed in is Mattis. Nothing to report, Boiler.
Yeah, they accelerate this, right? If we're not taking Banana early, we're going to make sure we get Boiler and Halls. A lot of pressure on the 2-man A defense, which is 3 right now.
Flames tries to draw attention, and it might lead to Mal's death. What a clear!
Doesn't matter what he has.
Yeah, makes it work with the Galil.
Another
He had
opener.
half health, a lesser weapon, and Apex doesn't even do anything.
Didn't even have a chance to react.
Beautiful consistency out of Malbs in these last 2 maps. Top of the tables in that full 24-round game on Mirage. He's trying to stop this from going the distance here.
Needs to really get the timing on this break, Flamesy. Has supported Mezzi, but these two, bottom of the scoreboard, and it's come early. They can just waltz in.
And waltz they shall. Mezzi, what's your play here? You're going to once again be staring at smoke. Yeah, forced to unload. They know where 2 of them were. Different guns, audible.
Bob's going to get across.
Yep, Sampayas found Mezzi as well. The smoke space just going so well. Sampayas was completely betrayed.
They can hold the line. The
abandoned
bomb
him.
didn't get across.
Oh no, weird one now.
Time.
Scuttling the smoke, committing to B. This could be one hell of a break. Does catch the back of Mattis. Now the bomb's loose. Now you've got 9 seconds. You've got to get a move on. It's getting hectic in the comms. Malbs does start to punch in the coat. Pushing for the denial. Can't catch him. Good cover. G2 provide the necessary frags. It's just Robs arriving. Malbs does go down. Pays a heavy price though. Just 30 points of health. No one dark. Nades for naught. Informs him as to the potential setup, knows they're on site somewhere. And it's the swing from Heavy God secures it. We go 3. G2 tenacious, taking the map pick of Vitality away from him.
All right. A bit of class from Mal.